Alright, here we go. Hearts of Iron 4. We have all the DLCs, or at least the important ones. We're going to do Italy run, and I'm going to see if I can re-achieve something that I did an 8-day capitulation of France. Again, let's see if we can repeat it. New game. Select scenario. We want Italy, Italia. Select country. Iron Man, yes. Let's go Italy 2. This time we'll take Savoy. So right off the bat, we have to deal with Ethiopia and resistance. So let's do with resistance first. Occupy territories. Let's go under, and I'm just going to change this to military governor right off the bat. Apparently in the next patch it's going to be fixed so that that will be the default instead of civilian administration. And the unit's fine. This one is a cavalry unit with nothing else in it, so it's an ideal choice. While I'm here, I'm going to change garrisons to high priority. There we go. Let's go in here and turn off all of these notifications. Don't care for them. Nope. Nope. This one. And that one. Alright. Got that. Next. Let's go back here and select our net focus. I like to start with army primacy because it gives 2 militaries. This will have an immediate effect on the war in Ethiopia, unlike some of the others that don't really have quite a direct effect immediately, so I'm going to go with that one. Techs is standard techs. Electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, construction. This one will leave blank to rush the other ones. This one, the first thing I'm going to do is just build a railway here, from there to there, and then we'll do mills after that. There we go. That should be sufficient. This one, add in convoys. I'm going to scrap these 2. Going to scrap the tanks. Four. Artillery. 4. And we have 4 left. That should be good. Right. Now, let's organize the units. As to why we want to obviously offset this upgrade shortage. Same with artillery, and that one. This one is just so that we'll have some surplus for supply, and also for eventually we'll be building some motorized vehicle divisions, so we want those 2. For these, I may as well just do this while I'm here. Assign them all to Squadra Navale. Squadra Navale, Duca degli Abruzzi. those and put them in the submergibly 1. Alright, that's good. We're ready. Now, let's tell some units where to go. Group them into one group. Group them into a second group. And in addition, we'll go over here and take these 4 and these 2 and we'll add them to there. We have 24. I'm going to take these 5 and assign them. Oops, no, I'm going to assign them to there separate. I am also going to change these 3, this template, into cavalry, and these other divisions, put them all under that one. You, and you all get deleted. I'm doing this because I'm going to free up their supply to be put back into the stockpile, and then with the stockpile taken, that allows it to be transferred to the frontline units, which makes them more efficient and better able to take Ethiopia. I can build back some of those units later. That's not a big issue. Now, for the generals, the field marshal, I prefer Badoglio, and I'll explain why. Planning speed is somewhat important. It allows them to react to things changing. It kind of affects their initiative on when they're going. It also increases how fast they're planning bonus stacks. So it does give them some more rapidity in their ability to attack and do damage and things and move. So he's got cautious, which is slow, makes him slow. This one also has cautious, so these two are kind of not that optimal. So it comes down to between Balbo here and Badoglio. I like Badoglio because he has a better max entrenchment. He has a higher logistics. He's only got a 1, he's got a 2. He also has Organizer, which increases his planning speed even better than the other guys. And max entrenchment, so he's like the perfect choice. Because if they take a place and the enemy counterattacks on them, tries to pin them down, they dig in quicker, so they have a better defensive ability, which means that the counterattack ends that much quicker and they can get back on the offense. So that's why I like him for that. For this army of 24, there's an obvious choice is Messi. He doesn't have any really good skills, but his thing is he's got the 4 supply consumption, which is the best out of all of them. He also has a 4 attack and a 3 defense. His planning speed is a 2, which is all right, but he's definitely the optimal choice for the northern attack force. The southern attack force, I am going to go with Baldassare, and then for the cavalry units, I'm going to pick this fellow here who has cavalry leader of +12 attack and has increased chances of military executing blitz and encirclement tactics. He's not great 1-1-1-1, but that extra attack bonus does make a difference, so I'm going to use him for that. And for right now, I'm just going to set him to train while they're waiting to move over to the front. I'm also going to set him on full attack and on rigid. Full attack. Full attack and rigid. Full attack and rigid. There we go. Okay, now let's look at the actual unit compositions. We have some colonial divisions here, which I don't want to have up at the front. I'm going to change these two to full-on Plantaria divisions so that they are in line with the other units. The same with this grouping here. There is these two. I'm going to change them to Plantaria. And they're already ready. Okay, next. I am going... There's a little trick where you can get the units under the force by setting them on area defense to a neutral territory that they won't be able to get to. This will apply to all the units and give them a nice benefit. However, it does assign them all to there, so I'm going to now pick him, and except for this one person, I'm going to put them all here and then assign them. For this one, I'm going to click there. And the reason why I'm putting the cavalry unit, this is the only cavalry in the group, the rest of them are all infantry or mountain units and such that'll be here, is because once Ausa is subjugated, these 3 spots become available, and having cavalry there allows them to take that territory quickly. And about the time that happens, the other units from Italy arrive at about the same time, so it makes it easy to take this. And the reason we want this is we want to build that train track, the railway from here and then through up to here, because right in this city here there's a supply depot, and once you capture that, this makes it a lot easier to get through this area. So if we connect it up and put it through to Dira Dawa, then we end up with extending our lines for supply and making the ability to fight even better. Alright, and we'll take this one off, and we'll give them an order to go to here like this. That's what we want them to do. Down in the south, just assign them there. And this guy, we'll assign him to this area here. In his case, we'll get them to go over here. Take that place. And in his case, his orders will be to get to here. Alright, so those guys are now in place. Now we need to do the air units. So these ones, there's the fighter. Ethiopia has no air force to speak of, so air superiority 40 will be sufficient. We don't need to bring any more for air fighters. So we'll just put them on Danakil. These ones, we'll put them on close air support, also in Danakil. Danakil, or I don't know how to say it, but you know, this area, that's that region. The other units up here, the bombers, we're going to take them and them. Oh, shift to get more of them. Alright, we'll bring them over here. We'll also set them on close air support in that place. And these groups here and here, send them to the southern air base, and also have them do close air support in that area. So we're really going to press in the north because we want to get up to there as soon as possible, so that once this becomes free, we can take it easily and have another front. So we can take this. The rest of the forces will come from this way, and we should capitulate Ethiopia in around early March, ideally. That's what we're going for anyways. Oh yes, right. And we still have some other fighters to deal with. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy will all go here. We'll set them on sun only, and we'll set them to train. Now, supplies, trade. We want some oil. I'm going to go to Iran for some, and Romania for some. That should be sufficient. Get some of that, and Portugal for that. Increase the ability. Now you'll notice we still have a shortage of chromium, but chromium affects shipbuilding, and I'm not overly concerned about the shipbuilding. It can just do its thing, and when it's done, it's done. I will increase the speed on these ones over the early ship hulls. There's our unit for that. It looks like we're all organized and ready to go. Our units are set, our forces are set. They've been given their orders. And, oh right, I need to group these guys. These two into a group. Put them under someone too. Pintor, Balbo. Now this grouping, I'm going to change these two over to colonials to free up some more resources. And I'll put these two on an order on this border. And these two on an order on this border. And we'll set them to train as well. Alright, I think we're ready to go. We're going to increase the speed ever so slightly. I prefer to do battles at speed 2, so we'll do that. Zoom in a little bit. We'll give the order to go, and give this guy an order to move over here and to there. There we go. Perfect. All right. And we start. Let the war go. And as you can see, we have green, so we've got some victory here and some good numbers up here. The numbers will get better as the planes arrive into the airbase, because they haven't arrived here yet. What do we got there? Okay, we have an unfulfilled supply of something. Oil. Well, let's go to the US for some oil then. Let's check out our supplies. We have a nice surplus of infantry equipment and of artillery at the moment, and of some trucks, and even support equipment. So we're doing reasonably well here at this point. And the planes have arrived. They're starting to do the bombing. We're up to 91, 92, 93. As you can see, we're just taking them down quite quickly here. 95. One unit's retreated out. 96, 97. This one's over at 89. And we just took the territory and moving in, pressing into the new area. They're also defending us at the same time, so they're trying to take our space as we try and take theirs. This one's about to drop. This battle's about to end on their attack on us, and then our forces will be pushing through into them again. So we're January 10th. We've already taken 2 provinces from Ethiopia. Slowing down a bit over here, where our forces, here they're coming, moving through. And we've taken now 3 provinces, still moving forward quite quickly. So our leader doing Organizer 45, Infantry Leader 45, Trickster 57, Mountaineer 15. So we've got some coordination going on. I'm going to take one of these guys and put him over there. Now this one, there's 2 options here. I don't like bringing the war escalation up, so I'm going to go with the methodical and deliberate, which gives us the logistics as well. So it reduces our supply consumption by 5% for 240 days, and it also gives us heat attrition, which helps for the bad weather. So I'm going to go with that. Continuing on our pressing forces in the south, slowly moving in. Alright, we got 5. So what I'm going to do is add an artillery to the mountain divisions. There we go. These forces should be arriving shortly. There we go. On their way. We're at 90% pushing through here. All right. Send an ultimatum demanding total subjugation. We want to do that. It's going to take a day or two for them to respond, and then a few hours for them to accept. "63% trickster, 27% mountaineer, 28% mountaineer." You'll also notice we're starting to get to the edges of supply, and we have a lot of stockpiles. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this up to trucks. And we are now at 160. I'm going to go to full trucks actually as well. We can afford it. Okay. So Mohammed Yayo folds. Says, accept our demands. Let us use the FR lands as a base of operations. Answer, that's good. Let's move in and occupy the lands. So we want to move into here as quickly as possible. And what else was I going to do? Oh yes, I need to adjust the line. So we're going to fix this line because you'll notice that it suddenly ends here. Just move it over to there. Now, how is our supplies doing? Artillery, unsurprisingly, has dropped to -145, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. You know, when we suddenly added an artillery battalion to all of those 5 mountain units, that suddenly requires that. So we're trying to build that up, and that's fine. These guys should be landing here in a moment. We can also start building the railway from here to here. Put that up as priority. You 3 can take rail, and I'm going to take rail up to here. These 2 cruise there. This one can go to here. These 3 are about to land as well. Alright, that's unfortunate, so we'll need to swap him out. Our leader got ill, so let's put in Praska. Where's Praska? to here. Rail to here. So these guys should be taking this territory, advancing in the front. This one's most of the way into that space. Don't go there. Our cavalry units, they're still sailing around the Cape, around the Horn of Africa. Haven't arrived at Mogadishu yet. So January 25th, we're getting close to the end of the month. We've already taken 3 states, or 3 provinces from Ethiopia. We've got the 3 Hausa states now too. And our forces are looking to move it forward further as well. We're also watching for this tech to finish, so on the 30th we'll want to swap it out, and for those ships to arrive at the cavalry. We're almost there. 28th. Alright, and we've now taken this one, which is what we wanted. Look at that. We've captured a supply camp. Now we just need to build the train to it. Construction. .29th, they're about to land. We're about to get ready to take our next tech point. Now the other thing is we want to see Danakil ends here. So what we probably want to do is to help defend that. So I'm going to take one of these groups and switch them to Ogarden. $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, and we're on the 30th. So we can now swap tech. Now we've accumulated 30 in this one, so we can bring the 70 days down to 41. This one had 1 day in it already accumulated, and this one had 1 day in it already accumulated, and it started at some number, but essentially this is going to take 29 off of it and bring it to 41. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to take recon as our next research. And take this one, and you see how we're going to get it done in 41 days now instead of 70 days, which it was. Now we're just waiting for these guys to land. They're going to move to their location where they need to go. How's his skills? Check his skill levels. Organizer 88, Infantry Leader 88, Mountaineer 75, Trickster 85. So we've got some good combinations going on here too. So that's good. They're heading up to their front line where they need to be. Going to take them off of training. This one split one here. Success in North Ethiopia, so this will increase our stability, our war support. We just got some army experience out of it and some command power, which is definitely useful. You'll also notice that this guy ended up getting a skill, so he's got logistics wizards. I'm going to take that. I could take fast planner, which is useful too, but I want to reduce the supply consumption to keep our forces fighting better, stronger. Now, how is our railway building? It's going. It's being constructed, which is what we want. February 2nd. These troops are getting into place. I can send them on attack now too. And I'm actually going to take another one of these and send it to here. privacy is done. Next one we're going for is a bandits war, because we want the division speed and the reduction of organization loss when moving. So we're taking that. What am I doing with these 47? Maybe I want this one. Yes. Oh, yes, and we'll take this here one and move him over to this grouping. Just because he's cavalry too, so he may as well take advantage of the nice attack benefit. Continue the advance. So we're February, and we've moved the line up quite significantly from the front. We haven't really moved in here yet much, but that'll be changing soon. Now these forces are on the attack there, which is good. I'm actually going to send this guy here. And one of these guys. Send here. The airport, I think, is more important to me at this point. I want to be able to move our air up to have a better hit. And we just took another space. How's our construction of the railway going? Oh, we're almost connected. increases infantry expertise to increase the attack value, which will make the attacks go even faster. In there, these two are already on that way. It's going that way. Yeah, we're doing well. February 14th, mostly done picking up there. Mostly got these guys. Oh, now he falls ill. And Praska too. Well, we'll be back in 6 days, so we'll put Baldessari back in charge there. Put the cavalry guy in charge here. These are mild setbacks. It's almost 98% done Mountaineer, 88% done Trickster. Keep fighting in the mountains, which should be fine. Now these guys, there's no point in fighting there. They're all going to fly here. Take that over to there. Now that force has been annihilated, so I'm going to send this guy over that way. There. It's 5. I'm going to send here. almost finished, and that supply center will be in operation and connected to the network, which will increase this area here greatly. It's now be in our network in a second, at the end of the day. Boom. Now we're in supply. Supply is going to bring in quickly. Take those victory points in behind. Does include that territory, but not and that one, so we'll keep it here for now. Plonk. On February 28th, doing quite well, attacking the capital, approaching and taking the rear from down here. getting them close to capitulation. Yay, we pushed back the enemy. Well, that's good. I needed to do that. Not going to spend any points yet. %, getting there. Some tech. We want to build that one up, so we'll let it build. How far are we from capitulating them? Still a ways. Probably the capital and maybe one other place. Capital. Almost brings them down. So this isn't going to take as short a time as before. So I'm noticing there we go. That should do it. Got them. To 24th. This took a little bit longer than I was wanting, but it's done. Ethiopia capitulated. And we take it all, submit our demands, confirm and exit, and pause. All right. So that's Italy done. Italy is taking Ethiopia just like we wanted. Still waiting for Bandits War to come up. So we're holding on to that. Now, let's organize our troops. So I'm going to take all of the 7 and group them into their own setting. Let's take the Alpines out. The regulars go into their own grouping. So the irregulars are in their own group. Now I'm going to take these 5 mountain units and put them in their own group. They're going to go join into their. Cavalry will be its own group as well. Okay, I'm going to build the cavalry unit. Put that one away for now. This one goes up here. Division diviner, create empty motorized division. Let's call it the Moto division. Motorized infantry, mobile, motorized infantry, mobile, motorized infantry, save. There we go. I am going to take him and put him back onto horse and cart. They are all going to change to colonial and train. These guys are all going to change to motorized. And they're going to train. They're going to train. They're going to train. No, they aren't all trained. Oh, that's good. Oh yes, that's what I was going to do. I was going to fix up this unit, add in the other artillery that I need. Fix the division template to that. For right now, we'll give them a mountain unit dude as a leader. Just for the fun of it. Let's give them Praska. So now what we're doing is we're getting everyone prepped for the next war. So the irregular troops, I'm just going to put them on the border here. That's what they're going to do, is be prepped to take that part of France. That's all they have to do. The rest of these guys are all heading back. So 4 of these, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to put on this border over here. And 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to put on the border here. Planes can all be stop their orders. And we'll send them all to this airbase, where we will change them to day only and have them exercise as well. Okay, now these guys are training. I'll send them to this front line here. There. All right. I'm waiting for that one to finish. How's our research slot going? It's good, so we're good for that. And let's watch everybody leave Italy en masse. Ethiopian war logistics is bypassed. Now, how is our production coming along? Got the oil we need, which is good. We're short a lot of infantry equipment, short some trucks, we're short some artillery. Support equipment we have lots of. So I'm going to back down off that. Increase on that. So he got his mountaineer, his infantry. He didn't get trickster yet. He's pretty close. Yes, yes, we will pacify them for you, Ilduce. Alright. We want to finish off basic machine tools quickly. I'm going to increase artillery next. Machine tools. No, here, this one. Yes, the next thing I want to do while we're here is increase the railway in here up to the front. Need that done. So we're going to work on that. Bandits War is almost finished. Perfect. This one next. Keep resistance low. That's what we want to do. Perfect. Okay. That also means that this guy is now available. Army maneuver. Which we want. Troops are getting into place, which is what we want. These ones, we're going to just send them out. And we'll just have them join up with that one. A group of 5. Nope, not there. This group of 5. There we go. Set them up to train. They can join here. So, like that. All right. Yes, missions from the Duce. Yes, I know we need to pass it. I've got 2 years to do it. We got lots of time. We're not in a hurry. So, let's go check and see what it's looking like over there. It's pretty low. You know, 17, 15 is a little bit on the high side, but most of these are pretty low. And they are coming down, right? 18 going down, 17 is sort of level. So, I mean, we are in a good way. That's a good sign. Okay, so back to what we were doing. These guys are all training away. I'm going to merge some of these units and give them orders to train. Got them building, so that's good. Everyone else is looking good. Not sure where that guy, oh, he's probably heading to where he's got to go. Yep. So let's justify on France, conquer. Let's take Corsica, which gives us a day of November 28th, which is a nice day to get prep for war. How's our production going? No, we're doing not so badly. Indeed. Basic machine tools is done. There we go. So now that we've done that one, we want to work on this one. And the reason we want to work on this one is because it gives us plus 15% factory output. So it produces 15% more equipment and guns and things, which is what we're going to need. So I'm going to put that as a priority. Now, naval, I suppose I should merge all of our navy into one. So let's take all of them. Boom, you go there. We'll go there. Send them to this port. And we'll do the same thing with this, send them to that port. Let's give them a nice commander. Bergamini and Angelo. So they've got theirs, they're organized, set to go to where they need to go. this one will join this unit. I'm going to set him on there. This fellow, put on that border. He's already on that border. Just set his orders. Right. Still pumping in lots of oil, but we need to balance some back supplies, so we're good with that. for that. So it's just a lot of building up. We're just started in Spain. Gives a good attack, gives a good defense. On the flip side, he's only a 1-1-1-1, whereas the current guy's a 2-1-2-2. I think I'm going to go with him. There's always choices that can be made. So our infantry equipment, we're down to 316. We've almost brought it up. In 10 days we should be at maximum. And have fulfilled the needs. Now I am going to, oops, operative. Stick this fellow, put him to work. Rooting out resistance. Company is done. We'll have with that one accumulates so we can finish the concentrated industry quicker. We've now maxed out our oil, so we don't need to supply any more oil. We're not concerned about Spain because we're getting prepped to go to war with France. You'll notice it's climbing steadily up to 17. It shouldn't get to 25 in my experience. Nope, another spy. So because we have a reasonably high stability of 85, these values are coming down even though we're only on local police force, which is good. And we've got control of the areas outside that we originally controlled, so it's coming under control, which is what we want. Now I just need to get the next advisor. Get to 150. There we go. Now we've got army leaders at the same time. Let's go for this one. I'm going to take Messi, the mobile warfare expert, and look at our doctrines. I'm going to take this one, and this one, and this one. So I just took all three of those in quick, rapid succession, just with my accumulated points. So that will suddenly make my forces quite a bit better. And I mean, once I get to this level and I can do that, and you'll notice that we're not even using the army, like the armor. We have some armor built, but we're not actually utilizing it for anything. And we're in September, so you know we're about 3 months out from war. So our construction doing, we're working on some mills still, so let's put some more mill construction orders in there. All right, concentrated industry. Support weapons. Right to here, concentrated industry. So that'll be done in a month. Our trucks are getting finished. Our artillery is getting finished. Actually gonna bring those up. Yeah, let's do that. Put a few more in there for that as well. So we're going to need some of that as well. We lost the logistics in Ethiopia effect that we had from that decision to go slow and So we have 2,100, which is a nice amount of surplus, but I want to keep building it up because once we go into fighting, let's put it there. Got the improved artillery now. Is there something I still want or need? Here, got that one. I think I'm just going to save these up and use them to speed up some of these other ones. Get the support weapons because that's going to take, what's that, 4 months? And we're only 2 months out for war, so we're going to need to increase that and get that going. So I'm going to save those points for that. How are we doing here? Trucks. Ah, yes, we're waiting for our Army's experience to go up. Let's adjust this one to add a motorized recon. They're going to need some training. One's done. So it's a 70-day one. 35 days, we'll do that one. Concentrated industry is finished. Got radio. I need infantry, so we'll keep building towards that one. Change that to motorized infantry as well. So war is getting closer and closer. Pass that one, we got that one done. Let's go after the Amhara leaders. Okay. Order off. More training. Switch orders to Fanteria. He's going to be set to this, and they are going to be set to multi-trucks. All right, we're good. We're in order. Check the Duce. Anything in here? We're not going to slander him. We're not going to criticize the war effort or question the loyalty. Good. Still wrote some artillery. All right, we're ready to go. Just a matter of waiting for the date to hit. "67 days. I messed that one up somehow, but justification is ready. If we want to start now. We're at November 30th. We are ready to start our war. Declare war. Boom. End of the League of Nations. Send our planes over as we need them to go. They're all just going to go there. Logistic strike. Now. To rock. And you'll notice we are just at war with France, not with England. Give the order, give the order. Anything else we need to do? No, I think we're good. As you can see, we're at 98% already. Not totally unexpected. 99. We just took Annecy. Units moving in. Motorized are going to run them down. Okay.
Are you recording?
I am.
Okay.
So as you can see, we're exploding through here and taking all of this with our motorized units. They're just racing right now at this point. And now we've encountered some forces. So I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to pin that guy, actually. Pin him. One of these guys I'm going to send up to there. The other one I'm going to send up to there. Send him this way, heading towards Toulouse. We lost 2 fine officers, it says. Well, look at that. So we declared war on November 30th. We're on December 5th. And we are 4 provinces from Paris at this point. Okay, I'm going to pin him there. This guy's going to go this way and up that way. Yep. Oh, I'm not going to do it quite as quickly as last time, as it seems like the forces are being a little bit more stringent here. However, we are still handling the forces here reasonably well. How are we doing? We're low on equipment, we're low on artillery. So As you can see, we are on the verge of conquering Paris, and France is already in a bad way, because we've already taken Lyon and Vichy and Toulouse and Marseille, and marching over to Nice. Yeah, what's casualties like? We've had 8,000, they've had 49,000. And while we're here, I'm just going to prep for the next stage of the war. I'm going to justify, because it only costs 6. And that will give us a war guarantee by Italy, or by England. The UK will jump in. They haven't done anything here. They haven't done anything there. They haven't done anything down there. And we're basically going to conquer their country right about now. And look, 100% capitulation. We just got to wait a few more hours. And it's all because we pinned their forces so they couldn't respond. They couldn't get back. We found a way through, made it through. Now, it took a little bit longer than 8 days. You know, it took 16 days. But still, that's on the ground. Capitulation of France. You know, can't really argue with it. Just wait for it to get up to 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, and look at that. Topple the Amhara rulers, the fall of Paris, Free France capitulated, France has capitulated. Now we can take some territory. We're going to reclaim Savoy as our own, we're going to claim Corsica as our own, Tunisia, most of the areas overseas. Senegal, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Togo and Dahomey, Niger, Cameroon, Equatorial Africa, Chad, all of these places, Madagascar, these little islands, take that. Lebanon, Hatay, Damascus, Aleppo, Deir French Guiana, Saint-Pierre, Miquelon, French India, French Caribbean, Laos, Tonkin, Cambodia, Southern Indochina, Tahiti, so we'll submit the demands for that, taking it all as Italy. We want the French fleet, so we'll take all of that. And we're going to puppet all right, puppet the rest of France as our own. Confirm and exit. join the Anti-Comintern Pact. We have Italian France. So we declared war on France on November 30th, and we took them out on December the 16th. So what's that, 17 days? Granted, it wasn't as fast as the 8 days that I got last time, but you know, I'm just showing that you could do it quite quickly on the ground. No paratroopers, no naval invasions. It's just a matter of blowing through the Alps and then going through with a bunch of fast motorized units, and they take and mop up everything. You use some of your slower units to pin, and a couple of them to pin as well if necessary, and then maneuver around past them and get to where you need to go, grab enough victory points, and they drop like that. So that's essentially what we're at now. I'm going to leave this video here. Let's do New Emperor of Ethiopia. I'm going to work on the next part. We need a bunch of those. Got lots of infantry. We still have a bit of a shortfall on artillery. We're short a bunch of trucks and a bunch of support equipment, so I think that's primarily where we're going to put most of our effort, which seems to be the case already. And we're doing reasonably well. Captured some of their bases, so oh, they're repairing ships, that's what's going on. Yeah. So we have 11 to 15, but 4 are currently repairing ships. I'm just going to put 5 more on there, and 1 more on here, and we now have a nice supply of everything. 29. I don't think I need to trade with Portugal anymore. Nope. Not required, nor with British Malaya. We've got a nice supply of oil and of everything. So Italian France is now ours. We've got Armand Antoine in charge as Italian France of the Movement Franciste, and there's Italy doing its Italian things, and we control a large part of the world now. Look at that. Here and here, all of North Africa, East Africa. We've even got this nice little piece here. And we're not at war, which is good. So we can, got this. Now our next prepping attack will be to take out Dutch East Indies, British Malaysia, India, UK, South Africa, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So that would be my next move. I'm not going to continue with this video for now, but you get the idea on how you can just crush through with these powerful artillery alpine units. With motorized, gives them more breakthrough, so they easily power on through. And then these little moto divisions with recon companies in there to give them, better idea of where to go and speed along. And the big difference, I think, would be the fact that we have this guy who gives us a speed increase 10%, and we took some focuses that also gave us a nice speed increase. Bandits War, 5% increase there. Army Leaders, division speed, 5% increase there. This one just gave us army experience, which helped. But another big advantage in our ability to do this is this, when we went and got our doctrines. Because this one increases the breakthrough by 20% on armor and tanks, which doesn't affect us for that, but it increases division speed by 10% as well. It also reduces the organizational loss. Removing increases the planning speed greatly. Gives plus 15 organization. That's huge to all of the infantry and motorized. And then on this one, increases the max speed of the tanks the reinforce rate goes up by 2%, so they can get back equipment and reinforce quicker than the enemy can, so they're back fighting even quicker. You know, once we get to this one at 95, that would be a great one as well. You know, but you know, it's going to take a while to get there because we're at 46. We've got a ways to go. And I also took this one, quick improvisation. Gives planning speed plus 20. Daily power command gain increases a little bit, which is good. And it, you know, if I needed to do any, I didn't use the command abilities, but that would have been good. But this is another good choice as well because the land doctrine cost comes down by 5. You know, so it would save you a few army XP to take that one as well. But you know, it's just a matter of choice. I like the planning speed bonus here, and that's why I chose it. If I had some points available, I would probably take Army Logistics and Army Regrouping next to fill those out. And I haven't taken this one yet, but oh, he died. That's unfortunate. Our Chief of Air Force guy that we had was the ground support, and he ended up dying. He was one of the generals that we lost, so that's unfortunate because now we don't have a good ground support guy, so we'll have to replace him with somebody else. Over here, decisive battle is a good choice, especially when we're going to go toe-to-toe with England, with the French and Italian Navy. As you can see, we now have all the French ships sitting down here, ready to go. Got the French fleet together with the British fleet, or with the Italian fleet. We can easily take out the British now. You know, essentially the next steps will be to move our troops over to Le Havre and prep for an invasion across into there. We're going to set our, we've already done our justification on Netherlands, and as you notice, we've got 2 days progress, another 28 days it'll be ready. The UK has already guaranteed it, so as soon as we declare war on them, the UK will intervene and we'll have a surprise attack on them so we can launch our invasions because we'll have naval superiority above them. At the same time, the other tactic I'd like to do is I will send a bunch of some of our 7 smaller troops here, these guys, and I'll send them out to these other locations, to Saint-Pierre-Miquelon to invade Canada, and send some to the Comoro Islands down here to sail down and invade South Africa, and have this one, put one here to move into the Raj, and then put 2 here, one to sail and invade British Malaya, one to invade Dutch East Indies, and then I would also put 2 over here and sail one up to here to attack the Solomon Islands, who are controlled by Australia, and the other one to land over here in New Zealand. So now I've now taken territory from New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, and Canada, and India, so that when the UK falls, they all will capitulate too, because I've gotten more participation against them all. So I can basically have Italy take over them all. And there's no allies left. Like, the US will be the only one. We'll have all of Canada, and we can then invade from Canada down into there. We can also send people from the Bahamas, because we'll control that once we take out the UK as well. So you get the idea. Like, this is how the Italian war goes early. Of course, you have to prep in here a bit against the forces in Africa that they'll have, because they're going to send them from different directions. They're going to want to take our Italian territories over in these other areas. I may end up releasing these as independent countries potentially, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But as you can see, that's our plan. And thanks for watching. And I hope you gleaned something from, you know, how you can take Italy, can take France quite quickly after taking Ethiopia. Ethiopia did take a little bit longer than normal to take this time. Like, they surrendered on the 21st. In my other game, they were capitulated on the 7th. And France in this game took a little bit longer, took to the 16th. So, you know, 17 days of quick fighting, and they're done basically. 16 days, they were over. You know, like it took 8 more days, twice as long. This is my quickest. And that's just because they had forces that happened to be pulled in different ways, and it's somewhat random because you never know where they're going to go, right? They might move here, they might move there, they move south, they may concentrate, but we broke through. We took Marseille, we took Toulon, we had them in a pocket here, we had a pocket up here, so that took a large chunk of their forces. They had like 50,000 casualties, and we had like 8. So I mean, you know, we're doing pretty good. There was some minor issues in that. In my game where I did 8, I actually had support weapons 1 done and ready to go by the time I started the war on the 30th. This time it looks like I changed something around in the orders and did it backwards, but you know, not a big deal. We still managed to do it a few days later than what we have intended, but you know, still a good result. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.